Wei Ying did not sleep that night. He couldn't. Every single time he closed his eyes, he was right back there, under the peach tree, feeling the warmth of lips pressing so softly against his own. It was hesitant, it was brief, and it was so completely unexpected that his heart was still doing backflips hours later. He just lay there on his back, staring at the dark ceiling, his arm thrown over his forehead as if to block out the memory, but it was no use. Someone had kissed him. Here in the cloud recesses, of all places. Someone was brave enough to kiss him while he was blindfolded. But they were also a coward because they vanished into thin air before he could rip the cloth from his eyes. He groaned, rolling over to bury his face in his pillow, the frustration bubbling up inside him. He muttered into the fabric, "Who on earth would kiss me like that, and then just run away?" The words hung in the silent room. He waited as if for an answer before whispering to himself, much quieter this time. And why did it feel so gentle? The next morning his mind was still a mess. He wandered out into the courtyard, and that's when he saw him. Lan Zhan. He was standing right there under the shade of that very same peach tree where everything had happened. His white robes were, as always, pristine. His expression was a blank slate, and his posture was so perfectly straight it was almost intimidating. But the moment Lan Zhan must have sensed him approaching, something shifted. His shoulders, usually so relaxed, went completely rigid. Wei Ying stopped in his tracks, a flicker of suspicion igniting in his mind. He called out, his voice a little cautious. "Lan Zhan?" Lan Zhan didn't look at him. He didn't offer a morning greeting. He didn't even seem to be breathing too loudly. Wei Ying's eyebrows shot up. "Oh, are we ignoring me today? What did I do this time?" He sauntered closer, a playful grin on his face, trying to circle around to get in Lan Zhan's line of sight. But as soon as he was in front of him, Lan Zhan immediately turned his head away. And just like that, Wei Ying froze. His heart gave a small, dangerous tremor. Something was wrong. He softened his voice. "Lan Zhan, why won't you look at me?" Still nothing. Just silence. Wei Ying stared, really stared, at the side of Lan Zhan's face. This was Lan Wangxi, a man who faced down ferocious beasts and resentful spirits without so much as a flinch. And right now he was avoiding his eyes like they were the most dangerous thing in the world. Wei Ying's playful mood evaporated, replaced by a deep, unsettling curiosity. He frowned, leaning forward just a little, narrowing his gaze. "You're acting really weird." He saw it then, the faintest, almost imperceptible tightening of Lan Zhan's hand around the case of his guqin. Wei Ying squinted even harder, his brain working overtime. "Lan Zhan, did something happen yesterday?" The silence that followed was deafening. It was so loud, so thick with unspoken words that it practically screamed the truth right in his face. A wild, impossible idea started to form in his mind. He took another step, closing the distance between them until their faces were just inches apart. He lowered his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. "Did you kiss me?" The reaction was instantaneous and explosive. Lan Zhan lurched back, moving so quickly and with such force that he startled an entire flock of spiritual birds from the nearby roof, sending them scattering into the morning sky. Wei Ying just blinked, completely taken aback by the sheer panic in the movement. His heart didn't just tremor this time. It tripped over itself and fell flat on its face. He stammered, his own voice barely a whisper now. "Lan Zhan?" Lan Zhan didn't confirm it, but he didn't deny it either. He simply turned, his back ramrod straight, and walked away. His robes fluttered sharply behind him, painting the picture of a man fleeing a battlefield he knew for the first time he could actually lose. Wei Ying was left standing there, absolutely stunned, watching him go. A slow creeping heat bloomed up his neck and spread across his cheeks. His thoughts were a tangled, chaotic mess. That kiss, a stranger's lips. But they felt so gentle, so steady. And the person, they smelled faintly of sandalwood and the cool, crisp air of the mountains. His stomach did a complete flip. He whispered the thought out loud, unable to believe it. "No way." But the idea had taken root. It refused to be shaken loose. The memory of the kiss, the scent, the gentleness. It all pointed to one impossible, unbelievable, heart-stopping conclusion. And he had a feeling that things in the cloud recesses were about to get a lot more complicated. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more stories like this one. See you next time.